All right, so we come to number three installment in what I'm doing with this new channel, discussing a couple of topics of interest to me, which is relationships and also mixing in how God talks to me, and hopefully it will help somebody. And while I'm doing it in story format, I'm hoping that you pick up lessons along the way. I will link the previous video, link it in the description area below if you're interested, or you can just click on the channel name. So I ended the last one talking about how I've already by this time met and had feelings for and with three girls, and that God had already been talking to me about that there would be seven, and I was getting familiar with that idea. Before I go on, the question is why? Why is God doing this? What purpose could He have? One of the things I learned over time, and even more so now, is I was being taught how to be a friend to a woman that I would normally find attractive and in whom I would normally take an interest. And to do this in spite of feelings that I might have for her, and to focus on her. Somebody watching this can probably think, "Oh, this guy's just beta." But I hope that if you continue to watch these videos, you'll see that there's a lot more to this than beta. I don't really want to argue the point, beta, but I will say that some of the part of the definition of being a beta is the guy is the one that's seeking out the woman because he's very interested, and obviously she's not, but she wants to keep him around, and she takes up his time and resources. One thing that was different between your typical beta is that I never approached them. I never initiated them. I never initiated contact, not even from the beginning. Somehow they noticed me. They sought me out. They obtained my phone number. The ones that always contacted me, I never contacted them. And many times when we would go out, they would refuse to let me pay. Numbers 4 and 5 were a blur. I remember some things. There really isn't anything that pops out right now that's worthy of telling again, so I'm not going to do that. And then number 6, there was something interesting. By that time, I don't know what happened. All I know is I walked into a church small group one Saturday, and I sat, and it was a singles group, mixed, and a bunch of girls came in, and for some reason I knew instantly which, they were all pretty, but I knew instantly which one, without them ever looking at me at that moment. I don't know how I knew which one would be the one to start this all over again. And I got so upset with God, I don't know why, I don't remember why. Maybe I was just over it. That I excused myself, I went to the restroom, and just to like silently scream at God and like, this this better be like 7. I'm so tired of this. Okay, fine, I'm gonna do it, but like I'm really over this. And I came back, and sure enough, she starts interacting with me within the in this group discussion more than the other ones did. And then later, I remember the entire group went to eat somewhere at a restaurant. We all sat at this big table, and she made sure that she sat across from me and kept my attention. And somehow, right before we were supposed to leave, again, the typical, she slips me a piece of paper with her number. For this one, I do remember calling her, and she asked to see me. The whole thing went all over again. I have to say that God was merciful. These all got shorter and shorter, and I got less and less involved. All right, we're going to stop here on this one, and you can look for the next video. I'm starting to lose track of which number we're at or going to be at, so just look for the next one. I'll try to put in a link in the description. If not, you can just look on the channel, and they're recorded in chronological order. So I think there's some interesting things to learn with what's coming next.